Welcome to the Untold True Story of Sir Topham Hatt, Part 2. In Part 1, we saw Topham Hatt go from an angry child to a ruthless railway manager. Topham Hatt was the most powerful man on Sodor, and he had help along the way from his wife, Lady Hatt, and his mother, Dowager Hatt. The Hatts became part of Sodor's elite inner circle, and Topham Hatt was chosen to rule the island of Sodor. Now that Topham Hatt was the ruler, he appointed himself as a knight of the island of Sodor and was now known as Sir Topham Hatt. As ruler, Sir Topham Hatt started to expand his empire. He bought all of the available mines on the island of Sodor. He worked his miners 24 hours a day until they dropped from exhaustion. Engines that were not very useful in the mining operations were either dumped into the sea or taken off the tracks and left to die in the scrapyard. The next thing that Topham Hatt purchased was Misty Island. He built a railway there and started harvesting all of the precious Joby wood that was on the island. Log after log, he deforested the island to make room for his new power plant. A nuclear power plant. Once the plant was up and running, Hatt ordered that the nuclear waste be taken by rail and onto the barge and dumped into the Bay of Sodor. The toxic waste pollution had a drastic effect on the environment around Sodor. Almost all of the fish and marine wildlife around Sodor were killed. The air pollution caused by the trains running 24 hours a day had drastic effects on the residents of the island. Many became sick and ended up in the hospital. Illness wasn't the only problem on Sodor at this time. Hunger was a problem as well. Sir Topham Hatt ruined the economy and kept every penny for himself, making it almost impossible for the residents to find a meal. With his residents starving, Sir Topham Hatt continued to eat gourmet meals every night. The engines of Sodor were overworked, run down, tired, and felt hopeless about the future of their beautiful island of Sodor. Sir Topham Hatt could care less about the well-being of his engines or his residents. He was too busy planning the next phase of his rule on Sodor. He consulted with his mother, Dowager Hatt, and his wife, Lady Hatt. The power-hungry trio came up with the next plan for Sodor. They wanted more money, they wanted more power, and they wanted more land. They decided to invade England to the east and the Isle of Man to the west. Sir Topham Hatt went from being a young boy with a love for trains to a ruthless dictator with world domination in his plans.